Greetings, free thinkers. Welcome to the Hoggcast. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing fine. I certainly am. Okay, what do we have for you on today's episode? We have for you one clip to watch, a really good one. I love this clip, just had to show you it. It's from a concerned mother. We're seeing a lot of these lately over the last few months, certainly since the COOF situation started and people actually started to take an interest in what's going on in the schools. So this is in Georgia. There's a school library that has a book in it. You know that they're pushing a lot of woke stuff in books. You've seen it yourself, the propaganda, the ideology that they're pushing into even as young as kindergarten. Look what we've seen in Florida and the like. I could give you myriad examples, but you probably know already the type of stuff that they're putting in these books. Okay, now this mother, she reads out a section of a book that's in the school library, and the school board members, you know that these people are just parodies at the moment. One of them, this is what I mean about the lack of self-awareness in leftists. Sometimes it leaves you so stunned that your mouth drops and hits the floor, you know, without a shred of self-awareness or irony. She says, the school board member says, excuse me, we have children at home who may be watching this on a stream, because it's being streamed. You can see the stream here, of course, this is a recording of the stream, without any irony, right? Completely forgetting that she's raising this issue, the mother's raising this issue, because this very thing is in these school library books. So it's good enough for your children, but it's not good enough for theirs. Yeah. So it's like it's a cell phone. It's an admission, really. I love it when that happens because it's such a revealing. It's the only time you ever get a snapshot of what the left, not what they're thinking, because we know what they think, but it's a snapshot of the left in a moment that they didn't want to be in, and it's beautiful, isn't it? So we'll get into this video now. If you haven't yet though, please like the video, subscribe to the Hoggcast, hit the notification bell and share the video around. We also have a membership scheme which you can join. I have 9 amazing beautiful members who honour and humble me that they support the Hoggcast and value my commentary enough that in this quiet little corner of YouTube that we call our own, that they actually become channel members, and you can become channel member number 10 if you so choose, but of course you don't have to. Okay, let's go.
Parent Michelle Brown discovered a sexually graphic book was being made available to students. She confronted the local school board, and its response ended up proving her point.
Here's an excerpt, and I'm going to really try to be careful so I don't get kicked out. Excited now, he pushed into her. As she squeezed her eyes and tightly as she could, her tongue circled her lips. He pushed harder, his breath heavy and labored. She scratched his back, and he cried out. She bit his ear and pulled his hair. There's a lot more to it. It's 50 Shades of Grey and CCSD.
Excuse me.
Yes.
We have children at home.
I know.
It's live streaming, and it's really not appropriate.
Don't you
for to
find
read
the
that.
irony in that? You're
Brilliant, wasn't it? Brilliant. And do you know what? I watched this a couple of times. There's still some more. We've got her. She's going to speak in a minute. She's doing an interview with Ingram. But I watched this part like about 3 or 4 times because I always do this. And I love to look at the reactions of the other people there. This man here, he was incredibly uncomfortable. I think maybe he realised it as well. Do you remember the last video? Because if you look in my video library, I've done loads of videos in regards to this thing, and it follows the same pattern. These school board members, they think they're kings and queens of your family. Yeah, they know what's best for you, but what they think's best for your family, they wouldn't dream of implementing at their own home, as you've just seen yet again here. But let's go back and watch that end bit again, when the madam kind of speaks up. Excuse me. It's like, and it's like the parents said, the mother said it first. She said she'll keep it short because she doesn't want to get kicked out. It's like parents know now that there's a huge gulf, a divide between the school board members and the parents, yeah? And they know now that if you dare to even say anything that they might find disagreeable, they'll just kick you straight out. They'll get the police to arrest you. It is a gross misunderstanding of what their role is supposed to be. They don't get it. They don't understand it, right? But watch again.
Scratched his back, and he cried out. She bit his ear and pulled his hair. There's a lot more to it. It's 50 Shades of Grey and CCSD.
Excuse me.
Yes.
We have children at home.
I know.
It's live streaming, and it's really not appropriate.
So, look, did you see him there? I think he picked up on it. The absurd irony. And we keep seeing this. I don't know, and it's only leftists that do it. It's like if a leftist got caught, I don't know, like robbing a store, for example, yeah, taking stuff from a store, yeah. And then when you catch them doing it, like they're on camera, red-handed, like coming out of the store with like a bag full of loot, they then point the finger straight at you and say, "Excuse me, I'm a shop owner. I don't like people who shoplift." And they're standing there with like a swag bag over their shoulder, and you're thinking, what? Hold on. You've just come out the shop.
Don't you find the irony in that? You're exactly saying exactly what I'm telling you.
Joining us now is that brave mother, Michelle Brown.
And make no mistake, she is brave for coming on here, for speaking up. She is brave because in these times, they really don't want you doing that. They want you to shut up and comply.
Michelle, I'm guessing they didn't see the irony.
No, and the irony.
It's not just irony. I mean, it is ironic, but it's beyond that. It is chronic hypocrisy.
Is even more so is that I'm in Cherokee County, Georgia, and we are one of the top Republican counties in the state. And let me start by saying I love my county.
That's what these school board members' real job is. Have you noticed that a lot of these things, almost all of them from what I've seen, always happen in areas, states, counties that are heavily red, heavily Republican? Yeah? Always. Or almost always. Not always, but almost always, from what I've seen. That's their real job. It's good enough for your conservative children, but they wouldn't dream about having it at their own home.
I love where I live. I love being in a conservative town. I love my schools, the school system. But over the last couple of years, I've noticed, especially since COVID hit, we had a little bit of short time of digital learning. Slowly but surely, I started becoming awakened to see some of the things that were in the curriculum. And so I noticed last summer that there were lots of news stories and parents coming up and talking about books, and it was becoming alarming. And I thought, well, thank goodness I live in conservative Cherokee County. And then come this fall at the board meeting, I saw a parent get up and speak about one of the books. And then the next school board meeting, I saw another parent get up and speak about one of the books. And so,
now, in a statement to Fox, the spokesperson for the school district said that you don't have you do not have students at the high school level within the school district, and had been repeatedly advised that you could file a challenge to remove the book, but you have not done so. So you don't have a high school student, and you could have filed a challenge. You didn't.
Well, we did. However, so I am speaking on behalf of our group. Our group is a variety of, we're a small group, we're underground, if you will, grassroots, and we have about 10 to 12 of us. And their parents, grandparents, they have elementary, middle school, high school students within CCSD. We initially started because we wanted to help with No Left Turn in Education to remove or close the loophole in SB 226, which was the Safe School Library bill. In other words, if I gave a child one of these books, I would go to jail. But they can get it in our school libraries, and it's not okay.
Shell, the left is like, you're a book banner. You're like the old Puritans. You just want to ban books, so you're a book banner.
No. Don't let them do that. Don't let them get away with that, because then it's a straw man. It's gaslighting, right? What? Because then they can just print anything. Well, these are the cancel culture people. They're accusing you of being a book burner. Yeah, these are the people who filmed themselves, throwing books in the trash, burning this, burning that, burning the flag, burning people's businesses and homes. But if you don't want that stuff pushed on your family, just like the school board member said, oh, excuse me, we're streaming, we've got children at home, we don't want to see this, the thing that they're advocating for in your family schools. But apparently you're a book burner. I'll tell you why this is gaslighting, because you are then, if you allow them to do that to you, if you allow them to get away with that, then they can essentially print anything they like. So long as it's a mystical book, yeah? Anything can go in a book. Anything at all. And if you dare oppose it, you're a book burner. It is one of the most, for me, one of the most annoying strawmans of the left. I'm not saying books should be burned. I'm not advocating for that. What I am saying is that you shouldn't be allowed, right? Or if you should be allowed to print poison, people should also have the right to point out what is in the book. You don't have the right, this is just my opinion, my worldview, to print poison and then run around like a headless chicken trying to stop everyone from telling other people that the book is poison. Yeah. If you have the right to print it, I have the right to criticize it. And I also should have the right to decide if I want that poison in the book being read to my family. Yeah? That's my choice. If you have the supreme right to print books with this stuff in, I have the supreme right to refuse to read it. That doesn't make someone a book burner. I'll leave it there. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments section below. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.